I call my first session protocol my Set for Success session, and it's structured as if you were doing 2 hypnosis sessions back to back. The first half of the session is the conditioning phase. The second half is where you prepare your client for regression hypnosis. So what this does is it gives you more time control over your first session because you can treat each phase as an individual session. So if you find that you're short on time, you can just wrap things up following the conditioning session, and then you can just pick up where you left off in the client's next session. So this takes all the pressure off of you, and it allows you to be much more client-centered in your approach. Now, the conditioning session allows you to create your ideal hypnosis client before you start diving into the regression work. And this is important because you need deep hypnosis to get an authentic regression. The purpose of the Ready for Regression session is to give you a client who feels safe regressing into painful events from the past. And this helps you to feel much more confident moving forward because, well, you'll just have a better idea about how best to proceed with each client. Some clients are going to need more time during the intake. So being able to break the session into 2 distinct stages or phases allows you to be flexible in your approach. It means you can adapt to the needs of the client, and that's how you'll get your best results. Now, what you will find is that people who have been struggling with a problem for a while are frustrated on top of everything else. You know, they've tried everything else and nothing has worked. So there's the added pressure of all those failed attempts. Clients who have been through the medical mill have a stronger need to be heard. And if they've undergone some kind of a treatment like surgery or chemotherapy, there's often medical trauma added to the mix. And these things just add to the emotional layers that they're coming into you with. So it's worth it to give them the extra time that they need before starting the hypnosis. If you don't, they're just going to carry all this stuff into the session, and that makes things a lot harder than they need to be. You can resolve a lot of these things before you begin the hypnosis if you take the time. It will save you time later on, and it will make all your hypnosis sessions go a lot easier. Remember, the purpose of your first session is to create your ideal client. So if the client needs more time to tell you their story during the intake, that's fine, that's okay. If the client needs more time to understand things during the educational process, that's okay too. Just leave yourself at least 30 minutes to do the hypnosis. You need about 20 minutes or so to do the conditioning session, and you need another 10 minutes roughly so that you can debrief the client after you emerge them. So if you give yourself about 30 or 40 minutes is even better, you'll have enough time to take your client from ow to wow, and they'll have gotten what they paid for. Your client will emerge feeling better. They'll feel better than they did when they came in. They'll be amazed at how well they did, and they'll know that they've come to the right place.